Mr. Speaker, the vote is green.
Gentleman from the second, you've got about 3 minutes on passage.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So if I didn't make it pretty clear today in my earlier speeches, I'm not somebody who simply goes along with a bill because it's Republican or Democrat or bipartisan. If I think a bill is bad, I've got to stand up against it, I know. But this is, as I was listening to the speeches on the other side, Mr. Speaker, I was reminded of the old saying by Ronald Reagan that the trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant, it's just that they know so much that isn't so. When they say that nothing happened anywhere in the state of Wisconsin, I can't speak to everywhere, but I'll tell you, I've been looking very deeply into what happened in the city of Green Bay. And if they can tell me that nothing happened in the city of Green Bay that is shady, that is problematic, let me just say this. There's no way they read those emails. There's absolutely no way. And they can't say that they stand with our election officials when our election officials, both the county level, the county clerk, and the city clerk, both said that these problems were going on. That you had the longtime city clerk of Green Bay tell the mayor, the corrupt mayor of Green Bay, that she did not want these third-party groups involved in her elections. She refused these third-party groups, and yet the corrupt Democrat mayor of Green Bay overrode her authority under the state law to bring in these groups. She was not allowed to do her job. She was not allowed to do her job. She has now left the city of Green Bay, but she loves being a clerk, so she went to a neighboring municipality because she wants to still run, she actually wants to run fair, free, and open elections and not have her authority overruled by the mayor of Green Bay. The deputy clerk has also left the city of Green Bay and went to a neighboring municipality to continue doing her clerk duties. So you have a choice here. If you want to say that you stand with our election officials, then you need to actually listen to what they're saying when they say that there are groups that came in and spent money here that were not being welcomed by the city clerks. And if you think you really want to open up this can of worms, Mr. Speaker, if the other side really wants to open up this can of worms, I've already heard it. I've already heard it coming from our own side saying, look, if they're going to spend millions of dollars to change election processes, well, guess what? You know, the gentleman from the 5th mentioned it earlier, you know, that if we brought in the Koch brothers to spend money to change election processes, the other side of the aisle would be angry about it. What, you really think that's not coming? You really think that the other side, that the more conservative groups aren't going to come in and spend the money? They absolutely are, because right now you have tilted the scale in your favor. We just want things open, honest, free, and fair. And that's 5 minutes left, Mr. Speaker.
All right, the last 5 minutes will go to the bill's author and then to the vote. Gentleman from 98th.